Time for another coffee with Kilroy on a Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday. What do I have in store for you today as I get my beverage and a book? The book is a game book. In fact, it's part of, it is an original book game by Robert Bartelli, Mike Wiley, Sean Cook, and Grant Wiley, which are part of Worthington Publishing. Yes, this is part of the Worthington Publishing book game series. And now we have left history and went into space with Starship Commander Solitaire. This is a book game that requires a die, a pen, and a sense of adventure to play. At least that is what the tagline is. So let's take a look at the back here. Again, you see this is a game book, which is part of their ever-growing book game series, of which I have a couple of them in my collection. Yes, they several game books, and to date they've all been historical. A lot of them share similar mechanisms or the way they play, but one thing that's consistent, they're all a book game, which means you can play them in the book, and they are historical. But now you have a book game that you can play in the book, but it's going to space or sci-fi. As it says here, welcome aboard, Commander. As you sit in the captain's chair of your starship, the galaxy's fate rests on your shoulders. Your mission is simple yet daunting. Explore the deep reaches of the universe, terraform planets, expand the Galactic Planetary Alliance, and add new systems to your trade network. And stop the powerful enemy, the Astral Trade Syndicate, from destroying everything in its path. With stunning graphics and immersive gameplay, become the Starship Commander you were destined to be. The fate of trillions of lives depends on your success, so prepare yourself for an unforgettable journey to save the galaxy. Will you rise to the challenge and emerge victorious? Take the helm and find out. The book game has 4 different missions with 6 plays for each mission, making a total of 24 gameplays. All you need is a pen, a die, and a sense of adventure. There's that tagline again. Then you get an example of the playing surface. It's kind of hard to say that. I mean, it's in the book, so it's not really a board, but it's kind of your space map maybe. And this is mission 1 here, Kepler 90 system, and then you have some rolling a die to see what happens over here. But let's get in the book and see what we have here. Let me get a sip. And see what we have inside this book. So once you get in the book, like most Worthington book games, I think all of them are, I believe all of them are landscape. So they kind of go this way, so you have to flip them over to take a look at it. We've got an introduction here. We've got a table of contents with rules and example of play, missions, and mission log. And you're going to have a lot of repeat missions. So, if you're like me, there's no way you're going to deface a book or write in stuff. So I either make copies or put, some people use trace paper, but you can maybe put some plastic over it and then write on the plastic, or, again, a lot of times I just make a copy. So there you have that. So then we get to the rules here. So here, introduction, objective, game board, and action charts. Then you have your setup, your turn sequence, and then you get your actions here. And these games are a little bit more, or this game is a little bit more involved than the historical ones. You're in space, so you're going to be keeping track of, here, material production storage. Your starting, your production, your spent, your gain, your lost, and you're going to be keeping track of material production here. So there's a whole phase on that. So there's a little bit of maybe a little bit of logistics or economic aspect to this game. You have your upgrade phase here. We have the event phase. So you're going to roll a die and see what the event is, asteroids or what have you. And again, that's going to be different for each one of the the different missions. Here's wealth, asset, storage. Again, there's a little bit more of an economic and logistic aspect to this game. Here's some game terms and key concepts. Then we have a detailed example of play here. And it's going to walk you through how you keep track of stuff and what you mark off and what you need to do next. You also have plasma material storage. So again, a lot of different resources here. And then you get into the gameplay. So here's basically your space map for this system. And each of the different planets have different qualifications or factors. Then you have your events here. You probably like to roll a 6, which is all quiet, so it's not going to mess with you. If you get a hostile invasion, that's probably pretty bad. Pirate raid, all those kind of things. And then you have here's your explore page, and then you've got your wealth, asset storage, your military strength tracking here. You've got your metal material storage tracking it down here. Sorry about that. You've got your priority transmission, your mission parameters, which again, those might be different based on the missions. You've got your credit goals, and then your mission credits, and your total mission credits. So this is probably your victory points is probably the credits that you get in the game here. So nice color, again, full color, nice graphics. But here is a mission. This is mission 1. And then you have mission 2 here. And so on one side, you're going to have your your player board where you'll be moving around and handling, exploring these different planets. You've got events that are going to happen. And as you see, the events are different. Here's breakthrough, large outbreak, small outbreak. Then this mission is colonize, where the other one was explore. This is now colonize. And so you got bioassets and proto-matter material storage. You've got some different storages here. So different assets you're dealing with. Again, you're going to have the mission parameters, and this is terraforming strength. So the other one had military strength. This is terraforming strength. So you're going to have some similar charts, but they might mean different things depending upon the mission. Here's mission 3, and I'm not going to go through each one of those, but as you can see, there's a variety of missions. I think they said there's 4 missions and 6 different plays, so you can do 24 times, but I don't know if that means that if you copy the page, you could probably do more. But this is a commerce mission here. This is a conflict mission here. And then we're back to an explore mission, colonize, commerce, and conflict. So those are the different types of mission, but they're going to change up depending upon certain factors in here. But you're going to have several of these in the book. So as you if you want to, you can write in the book, and I'm sure Worthington Publishing will sell you another copy of the book if you write it all up. But that's not for me. So that's an example of some of the stuff here. This is a little bit different. This looks a little bit most of their games, most of the book games are what I call static battle type books, where the forces are in the position that they were either at the start of the conflict or in the middle of the conflict, depending upon the scenario. And you're either moving out of that position or into that position, but you don't have free reign to maneuver throughout the board. You're either going to move into those positions or out of those positions. And so that's why I call it kind of a static battle. It's kind of set where and very limited on what you can do. And you're a lot of time you're doing attacks and trying to, you're marking off boxes. You're eliminating, forces or places where the forces could be because of the casualty. So this looks a lot different than that. This looks a little bit more chart heavy, logging stuff, and the like. So there's a little bit different kind of game here than some of those. And plus we're in a whole different theater. We're in space now. So I'll just go through some of these here. So that's what you have. There's several of these. As I said, I think they said there's 4 different missions in 6 different levels or 6 different types or something like that. Yeah, here's mission 3. And so they're going to look somewhat similar. Like this is commerce, but this is commerce for mission 3, so it's probably going to have some different parameters and probably some different difficulty level as well. Then at the very back here, you have player's name. Oh, let me see. That was just mission. Yeah, that's just the 4th mission. So that's the 4th mission. Okay. So here's your player's name, date, mission, credits earned. So you can keep track, kind of keep a running total of how you're doing on things. And then here's your credit goals. So if you get over 17, you get a medal awarded. If you get 10 to 16, you're accomplished. And if you get 0 to 9, mission fails. So if you got to get at least 10 to succeed in the missions. And I probably bungled some of the rules there, but anyway, at least you got to look at this and see how it plays. I think this is my understanding of their book games probably doesn't translate well to this, because this looks like a different kind of game and a different kind of format. Although in the same general format, play area, events, and then you've got but you're charting more stuff here as you're playing the game. So a little bit different feel to the game. So there you have it, Starship Commander. Oh, geez, my thing just fell here. At least I didn't spill on myself. Starship Commander, which is, this kind of snuck up on me. I wasn't expecting this. This kind of came out of the blue. And, but interesting nonetheless. And so I had to get it and see what this is all about. If you're interested in this, let me know. Again, if you're following my channel, you're probably here mostly for the war games, but on the weekends I do a sci-fi, fantasy on Saturdays, and Sanctuary Sunday, which is try to do pretty much non-war games on Sunday. This is a Saturday, this is sci-fi, and so this is somewhat of a war game. At least one of those missions was conflict, so there is some war game aspect to this. But this looks a little bit more somewhat 4X-ish, of a game, and you're going to be logging some stuff and keeping track of stuff a little bit more. Looks like there's some more bookkeeping in this than in the normal Worthington book games. Anyway, love to know your thoughts on it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy your beverage. Enjoy your Saturday. And if you got this game, enjoy your game. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.